also based on what's going on right now, Caleb Williams is not throwing in the combine this week, along with a couple other bigger names. Is the combine overrated to you at all, or you think him not throwing in a situation like this could actually hold some weight?
Yeah, I mean, like as a fan, like I don't care about the combine at all. Like it feels like a kind of antiquated NFL draft experience thing where
Yeah,
like there's guys every year that defy whatever like their combine results were, or even like the Wonderlic or whatever the IQ test that they had CJ Stroud dropping in the draft because of. He's arguably like a top 5 QB already in the league last year.
yeah,
So like there's stuff there that where it's like you don't need to give like you take with a grain of salt in terms of like
yeah,
the performances in the combine. Because guys like Puka Nakua, like who the Rams identified late in the draft, like their measurables don't necessarily look the greatest, but you
right,
watch the game tape and like you see they can play.
yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't give like too much credence to it. I don't think it should really affect his draft positioning, Caleb, if he doesn't throw. We've
Right.
seen him throw plenty of
Yeah,
times.
come
Like
on,
we
man.
know we know what
What are you
his
talking
throwing
about?
looks like. So yeah.
Every kind of way. So it's like, well, I don't know what more you need to see at this point. To that point, to the question, I think it hurts the top guys, but it helps the lesser names. As you talked
Mhm.
about with the Pukas, I think Puka himself
Yes, yes.
had a decent. I don't know if he played. I don't know if it was the combine, but it may have been his own project that he had. And I mean, it
Yeah,
helped the Rams take note of him. Cooper Cup, notably, was in
right.
the combine, and that's when Steve Smith shouted him out and said he actually looked he was the best in that draft class, and turned out to be right based on what he saw. So if you're a lesser known name, getting able to perform alongside some of the guys ranked above you can help. But for the top guys, for example, alongside Caleb Williams, I think Jaden Daniels isn't throwing either. But with Jaden Daniels being the Heisman and all of that alongside it, I don't think he
Right.
needs to throw this year. So yeah, the guys that already we have seen enough from and our true stamp top guys, I don't think there's much need for that. They can throw for a pro if they need to for it to throw show a few guys what they're building on this offseason. But yeah, we see it's really is more for the lesser known names to
Yeah.
really get their moment. So yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see
I
how
think
things plays out.
yeah, it was like more so like for some of the guys that like still have something to prove a bit too. I remember like Anthony Richardson or whatever, like it was big for him
Helps a little
because he's
bit.
a bit of a raw like throwing talent. And
Same class. It hurt CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud did the tests and stuff, and like, oh, this guy doesn't take tests well, and all kinds of weird narratives popped off because of how he handled the combine. So yeah, if you're already stamped as one of the elite guys, go ahead and take your time and do what you need to do on your own. And the combine may not fully be for you. Go for an interview process. I think as Caleb Williams might be doing, he's not throwing, but he might be there and interviewing with teams just to get things squared away. But yeah, I don't think Tyler can throw like that. So we'll be tuned into it as we talked about, and excited as all this stuff continues to build up. Getting close to the draft, getting close to the offseason, and that leads right into more football sooner than we realize. So
yeah,
looking very happy to all we should be talking about what's going on there. Excuse me. So yeah.